What if the biggest risk to your job, your income, and even your country's economy isn't a recession, but something that doesn't sleep, doesn't get tired, and keeps getting smarter every year? For decades, we've been told a comforting story. Technology creates more jobs than it destroys. That progress always leads to prosperity. That humans adapt, retrain, and move up the value chain. But here's the mystery. This time feels different. Productivity is rising, yet wages are stagnant. Automation is spreading, yet labor shortages still exist. AI is booming, yet many companies are quietly freezing hiring. Something doesn't add up. Tonight, we're not just talking about AI or robots. We're uncovering a deeper story, one about structural shifts beneath the global economy, patterns that repeat across history, and a future that may reward preparation and punish denial. And the most unsettling part? We may already be past the point of no return. Setting the stage, history, systems, and the teaser. To understand where we're going, we need to understand where we've been. Every major economic era has been shaped by a general-purpose technology, a tool so powerful it reorganizes society itself. The steam engine reshaped labor and cities. Electricity rewired industry and productivity. Computers transformed information and finance. Each wave created winners, losers, and years, sometimes decades of instability. Key figures warned us along the way. John Maynard Keynes once spoke of technological unemployment, predicting a future where machines outpaced our ability to adapt. Joseph Schumpeter described creative destruction, growth that destroys old systems faster than new ones can stabilize. But here's the twist most people miss. Those transitions were slow. AI is not. And unlike past technologies, AI doesn't just replace muscle or routine, it challenges cognition itself. This is not just another cycle, it's a structural shift. Part 1. Origins. The seeds of automation. Automation didn't start with AI. It began quietly in factories, spreadsheets, and supply chains. In the 1970s and 80s, companies faced rising labor costs and global competition. The solution was efficiency machines, software, and standardized processes. Manufacturing jobs moved overseas. Office work became digitized. Productivity climbed. But here's the cause and effect chain most people overlook. Automation increased output. Increased output reduced labor demand. Reduced labor demand weakened bargaining power. Weaker bargaining power suppressed wages. This is where inequality began to widen, not overnight, but steadily. For a while, services absorbed displaced workers. Retail, logistics, call centers, clerical work. The system held together until AI entered the story. Part 2. The rise. AI moves up the value chain. Early automation replaced repetitive tasks. AI replaces decision-making. Machine learning systems now write reports, diagnose diseases, generate code, design marketing campaigns, and analyze legal documents. Tasks once considered safe because they required education are now vulnerable. The cause and effect accelerates. AI lowers the cost of skilled work. Firms substitute software for salaried professionals. Demand for mid-level roles shrinks. Labor markets polarize into high-skill elites and low-wage services. This isn't theoretical, it's measurable. Companies are producing more with fewer people. Profits concentrate. Capital owners benefit first. And unlike past waves, AI improves itself. Every interaction becomes training data. Every deployment makes the system stronger. The rise isn't linear, it's exponential. Part 3. The breaking point. When adaptation fails, every transformation hits a breaking point the moment society realizes old assumptions no longer apply. For decades, the promise was simple. Learn new skills, and you'll be fine. But what happens when the learning curve is slower than technological change? Here's the braking mechanism. Workers retrain into fields already being automated. Education systems lag behind real-world needs. Credential inflation rises. But job security falls. Anxiety replaces optimism at the macro level. Another problem emerges. If AI boosts productivity but suppresses wages, who buys the goods and services? Consumption weakens. Growth becomes fragile. This is the paradox of automation. An economy can become highly efficient and socially unstable at the same time. History tells us this moment is dangerous. The fallout doesn't arrive as a single crash. It appears as slow fractures. Fewer full-time jobs, more gig work, career ladders replaced by short-term contracts, wealth concentrated in data, platforms, and algorithms. Governments struggling to tax digital productivity, social trust erodes. Political polarization rises. People sense the system no longer works for them but can't name why. And here's the critical shift. Work is no longer the primary way value is distributed. Capital, data, and ownership matter more than effort. This is a structural change, not a cyclical downturn. Part 5. Failed fixes. Why easy solutions don't work. Every era tries quick fixes. Just retrain workers. STEM education will solve it. The market will adjust. But these solutions fail because they treat symptoms, not structure. Retraining doesn't help if jobs disappear faster than skills can adapt. Education doesn't help if AI learns those skills in months. Markets don't self-correct when network effects concentrate power. Even policies like universal basic income, while promising, raise deeper questions. Who funds it? Who controls productivity? What gives life meaning when work disappears? History shows us that ignoring these questions leads to unrest. Modern parallels and shocking patterns. Look closely, and patterns repeat. The Industrial Revolution brought urbanization, inequality, and social upheaval before reforms stabilized society. The Computer Revolution reshaped finance before regulations caught up. Today, AI is following the same arc, only faster. Productivity gains without broad prosperity. Innovation without inclusion. Growth without security. And here's the most unsettling parallel. Every major technological shift forced society to redefine work, value, and identity. We're at that point again. Conclusion: 3 takeaways, a warning, and a call to action. So what does this all mean? Takeaway number 1. This is a structural shift, not a trend. AI and automation are not passing phases. They are rewriting the foundations of labor, income, and power. Takeaway number 2. Adaptation must be systemic. Not individual personal upskilling helps, but without institutional change, inequality will widen. Takeaway number 3. The biggest risk is denial. Societies that pretend this wave will sort itself out historically face instability. Here's the warning. If we allow productivity to grow without rethinking how value is shared, the future will be efficient but fragile. The open question is not whether AI will transform the world. It's whether we'll design the transformation or be shaped by it. And that question is still unanswered. If you want to understand the forces shaping tomorrow before they shape you, subscribe to the channel, share this video, and join the conversation. Because the future isn't something that just happens. It's something we either prepare for or pay for later.